Why are you laughing, man? You ghetto as hell, too.
No, you ghetto.
Yeah, good. Wishing I could rap.
Do you still have a life coach?
I used to have a life coach, you know what I'm saying? People don't know, I'm into like being spiritual. I'm into like the law of attraction. You know, I'm into like creating, manifesting everything and just like making sure you got that spiritual foundation, man. So, you know, I definitely had like a life coach. I had like, you know, those books I always read, you know, like Asking It Is Given.
Like which book?
I read Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I read The 7 Spiritual Laws by Deepak Chopra. I read The Alchemist, you know what I'm saying? And these are books I read a few times a year probably, you know? And it just always gets my mindset right back where it needs to be. And when I read them, I usually take notes on them too. So I don't have to read the whole book over and over.
Right.
Yeah, so
I think that's kind of set you apart from like a lot of celebs because you did have this life coach. So he helped you navigate through pain. And a lot of people just go crazy.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people do fucking go crazy.
They do. I mean,
wow.
Like even, you know, I've seen 2 people on Twitter this week, you know, celebrities that's like, I quit or I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like that?
No, I never felt like I wanted to quit. I felt frustrated before, you know, and I felt depressed before, but it's just all a part of life, man. You go through these ups and downs, and you just gotta remember, when you remember that you're in control, you create your own world, and, you know, sometimes you're gonna make mistakes. And, you know, one of the things at the end of my album I said was that, it was like, yo, it's a speech I gave, so I don't remember exactly the exact words like I do with rap. But I said something along the lines of, man, it's always better to be in the Hall of Fame than the Hall of Shame. And there are no missteps of any, there are no footprints of any missteps. All mistakes are forgotten when it comes to like the glory that you leave behind. You know, as long as you do something positive. So you're gonna make mistakes along the way, but they're gonna remember you for what you did in a good way, if it's that great, you know.
You went back to Detroit, which is your hometown. You did a show at the Palace.
Yeah.
Started crying.
Yeah.
Well, like, what was going through your head in that moment?
Man, what was going through my head was, we was at Club Blue, and we was at Plan B. You know, I'm talking about venues where it's like 100 people, 150 people. We're standing there not knowing their shit. And you know, a hard ass crowd just like Detroit is, just like a lot of places are. You know, how New York is, how Atlanta is, how Chicago is. And you know, those are LA too, and places that you gotta earn your respect. You know, but they're not just gonna give it to you, you gotta earn it. And then it was just crazy because that was right after high school when I was doing that. And then to be 24 years old, you know, have Rockins filling up the whole Palace, and you know where the Pistons play, by myself as the only person on the field. It was just a moment, man. And everybody in there, the whole hood was there. Everybody in their mamas and grandmamas. And it was cool to see Detroit come together, you know, especially for all the shit that we've been going through. It was tight to see everybody put their best dress on and their best suit and just come out and have a great time, you know. So at that moment, I had a song called Memories. I mean, you know, at that moment, I was performing Memories. And shit, a million memories were running through my head. And then I saw my mom in the midst of like 20,000 people. I saw my mom. I don't know how I saw her. It was like a beam of light was on, literally. I couldn't like, it was unexplainable. And I saw her and she was looking right at me. And then I was like, oh shit. And you know, I was trying to hold it in and then I just cracked, you know. But you know, when you get that happy and you reach that level of success, that you see your stuff manifest right in front of you, you see your lifelong goals, you probably gonna shed a tear too. I'm sure you shed a tear just how far you've come, haven't you? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, man. You came a long way from like interning at that radio station.
Yeah, definitely. To
in Detroit, to going to Atlanta, to doing all sorts of things, to like having a blog that you like are living off of. You know what I'm saying? And of course, times always get rough. Everybody has their ups and downs. But in reality, we not homeless on the street like a lot of these people are. And we not staying with our parents like a lot of these people are. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to be like thankful for.
Yes. He's crossing over, like, with, you know.
And what I'm saying is, I work way too hard. Man, it's funny because Drake hit me up and was like, nigga, that verse was the fucking best verse of the millennium. I'm glad he had a daughter because that's probably gonna change him for the better. I work too hard to not be able to give my mom money. So you want me to not take it for what?